water over here. Mostly full. It's good enough. Yo, what up, Zach? Doing good, man. How are you? No, man, it's been a hot minute. Yeah, I've been so busy. I haven't even like gotten to play with Rytech in like a month or something. It's been a long time. All right, we got ourselves a nice little build today. This actually is going to be a giveaway build, not by me, but by one of my partnered creators. Hold on. Yeah, he actually wants me to send him the link. Yo, what up, MJ? Johnny Not Bravo is going to be giving this away. So he's going to be doing the announcement and everything on Saturday. I don't know if he maybe already announced it and he's like going to like you know, spin or whatever for the giveaway on Saturday. So we'll make sure we stop and do his chat for that. What up, Ghost Legend? How we doing? Yeah, I'm pretty excited. This is a nice little build. Like he wasn't sure exactly what budget he was going to end up with. It definitely depended on how his like either a subathon or whatever did. But yeah, he actually ended up with a pretty solid build. This is going to be perfect for like you can do 1440p gaming. You can game and stream at the same time on this. It's got a Ryzen 7 7700X, so it's got 8 cores. Got the 5060 Ti 16 gigabyte, plenty of VRAM, plenty of horsepower there to game and stream. Got a 1 terabyte SSD, 32 gigs of RAM. Nice little AIO here for the CPU. B850 motherboard and a 750 watt power supply. And then this is all going to go inside of a nice little Thermaltake case. It's going to be awesome. I'm doing good, Ghost Legend, man. I'm doing good. We're staying busy. Yeah, we're going to delete that. Bye. What up, Space Face? All right, hopefully he doesn't come back. I don't have a way to ban him with my tiny little chat windows up. Yeah, it's a great PC. I would put this in the range of like mid-range. I mean, in terms of like buying new components, this is probably lower mid-range, but if you're talking about overall PCs that are available, mid to upper mid-range. This is a great PC. I think pretty much anybody would be happy with the performance of this thing. I know the bots are out, but that's okay. So yeah, 7700X, 5060 Ti 16 gig, some storage, some RAM, all the rest of the good stuff. I think we just get to building. What do you guys think? Yeah, for 1080p, incredible. Like it's gonna have really good FPS in any game you can want. At 1440p, you're probably looking in the like 100 to 150 FPS depending on the game. If it's like a super intense game like Cyberpunk or something like that, it might be a little bit less. But you should be able to play every game 1080p or 1440. If you're doing content creation, probably want to do it at 1080p, but it should be able to handle 1440 as well. Yeah, dude, the 9070 XT would be a huge upgrade for that. Do I do trade-ins? Nah, sorry. No, I think we're good, Zach. I don't think he's gonna come back. All right, let's start this build. I'm excited for this. So yeah, again, Johnny Not Bravo is gonna be giving this away this weekend. So, you know, feel free to go over there, follow him. I don't know if like the, you know, giveaway's already closed or whatever, how to get into it. I just know that he's giving it away. So pretty cool that we get to, you know, get to be a part of that. I've been building PCs since late 2020. What up, Wiser? Yo, Johnny, what is up? How we doing, dude? Yeah, I sent you the YouTube link, but I know you have me on here on Kick as well. Recommendations for headphones. Oh gosh, I don't even know, man. If you wanted to go with Corsair, you can use code Redneck and save. I think it's like 10% off. I'm started working with Corsair recently. Now is a really good time to buy if you're in the market, just because it's Prime Day. So there's probably a bunch of stuff on sale. Yeah, Corsair is great. Logitech, you know, makes some good stuff as well. There's just so many good brands out there. No, you cannot get a free PC, Austin. Sorry. I definitely prefer YouTube just because I can, you know, I get ad money there. But I'm okay with wherever, to be honest. I'm doing good, Wiser. How are you? Amazing. I'm in high school. When I finish, I want to get to PC building. Dude, it's really fun, but it's like, it is not an easy business to get off the ground. I'll tell you what. Like I work full time and do this because, well, replacing an engineer's salary is not easy either. So, yeah. Yo, what up, MJ? Thank you for watching over there. Appreciate you. Yeah, if you guys watch on the horizontal stream on YouTube, that's where like I'll actually get ad revenue for. The vertical stream doesn't get any ad revenue for whatever reason. Good starting PC. Depends. I mean, like it really depends on your budget. Like, what's the budget you're looking at? All right, so we got our 7700X in there. Let's get our 1 terabyte SSD installed. Boom. Okay, fine. Can't get the plastic off of my fingers. It's great. It's fine. I mean, you don't have to. Somebody was asking where I prefer people watch. That's what I said. I don't make any money on Kick. I mean, people can gift subs on Kick, so I can make money that way. But I don't make any money on Kick besides that. YouTube vertical doesn't make any money. It's pretty much YouTube horizontal and then me posting offline content. $700? Probably something like maybe a 9060 when that comes out, or like a 7600 XT with a Ryzen 5 7500F or 7400F, and then, you know, the rest of the parts that go along with that. You might even be better off with something like that if you're gonna build it yourself. You know, see if you can find some, you know, good, barely used components like a case or, you know, RAM or something that's in good working condition, and save yourself some money on, you know, stuff as much as you can. What up, random stuff? How we doing? Hey, what up, Johnny? Hey, I appreciate the sub, Ghost. Yeah, thank you. I actually have a really cool video that I'm still writing the script for right now, but I've got a buddy here in town that does like professional like videography and editing and stuff, and so they're gonna do a video for me like pro bono just to see how it goes. And, you know, if it goes well, we'll figure something out, and we might have them like helping me produce videos in the future, which would be super cool. It would take my content to like a whole nother level. You know, right now everything I do is like I have just a static camera, and I have to move it around and everything to try and film. You know, I'm doing it all myself versus like with them, you know, I could be, you know, the camera can be moving around and getting good shots, and you know, we'll have a really good editor. So we'll see. We'll see if that works out. But yeah, I've got a video planned. Like I have an idea for what I want to do for our first video with them, and then, you know, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, I know nothing about Johnny's giveaway, by the way. I just know that I just know that this is going to be a giveaway, so I have no details for you guys. All right, there's our AMD brackets. Those are the bolts to hold the radiator on, so I shouldn't need any of this other stuff. I appreciate you guys going over to the horizontal, though. What up, Big Poppy? There it is. You tricked your community. Got you tabbed on YouTube, thank you. Yo, what up, Richard? Do I make any money building PCs? Yes, I do. Just not like, you know, live off of that as a salary sort of money, you know? Yeah, I appreciate that, Ghost. I mean, you know, we've you know, it's been a few years since I like first started building, but you know, in terms of building a business like this without, you know, tons of money for marketing and all that, it's, you know, it's gonna take a while to get it up to where I want it to be, you know. Just gotta be patient, which is not easy. Nobody likes being patient. You can get a job where you can install someone's PC's home theater setups if you charge them. That's true. I feel like opportunities like that are few and far between. But like, I'm not gonna go take some job like that where I'm not making a lot of money and it doesn't like grow my business directly, because I already make really good money, you guys. I've been an engineer for over a decade. I make good money. This is just more of a passion. So I want to get it to a point where like I'm making really good money on this and I could just do this, but at the same time, you know, it's going to take a lot to get to the point where I would even consider quitting my day job, you know? Yo, what up, Leroy? What do you think about a 5600 and a 3060? I mean, for 1080p gaming, no problem at all. And you even, like, you still have a little bit of upgrade path on that. Like, you could go up to, like, a 5700X 3D down the road, you know, without changing out anything else. And, you know, have a, you know, really good gaming experience on it. All right, brackets are in for our CPU cooler. That is everything that needs to go on here. So let's get our case out. So this is the Thermaltake View 270. Some extra tape on there. I got like something in my throat right now. All right. Side panels off. Yeah, no problem, Nikki. How we doing, Big Poppy? Is that not off? Is that not off? There we go. Just a little tight. What kind of engineer am I? My degree is in mechanical engineering. The current job that I do, I work for a battery company. Like, we make giant batteries for commercial, like, battery electric vehicles. So my job today, though, is like mechanical, electrical, controls, high voltage. Kind of has all of that sort of built into one. So my main background is mechanical engineering, but I do a lot more than that discipline these days. Oh, wait. Get those cables out of the way. Okay, get those all nice and lined up. Looks pretty good. Who would win in a fist fight, structural engineer or mechanical engineer? Oh, that's a good question. I don't really know any structural engineers. I feel like they're a little more hippie. I feel like the mechanical engineers are the kind of guys that'll like work on their own vehicles and stuff. So I would say mechanical engineer. I'm not saying I could necessarily win a fight, but I think in general, that's true. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay. Those are the bolts we need for the motherboard. Redneck Engineer. Redneck Engineer PCs. My website is in the description there on YouTube. You can go check it out if you need, if you need a PC or somebody who needs a PC. I've got pre-builts on there. I've got the custom build form. Most of my customers opt for custom builds that are tailored to them. There we go. But the pre-builts are an option on there. Did you see the guy in Houston that pushed his 9070 XT to match a 5080? That's wild. I know that they just released like a new driver and stuff that boosted the performance of the 9070 and 9070 XT even further. Who's this Johnny guy? Jeez. The truck driver would win for sure. Do I ship to Iraq? I probably can, but never tried. I imagine the price to do that would not be worth it though. Why does that still feel like it's cross-threaded? Hold on, let's grab our little screwdriver. See if that works a little bit better. So I can go straight down on it. Nope, that's... Okay, I guess that one just has some gummy threads. That's fine. There's no captions. Captions on what? On the live stream? Ooh, they got tight for a second and then it got loose again. I was like, oh no, but it's fine. Who would win in a fight, an anesthesiologist or an X-ray tech? Well, maybe the anesthesiologist can put him to sleep. YouTube has, you got to go to the details of the video. I know they exist because I put them in there. cost a bolt. Put all those in my tray. Let's go find these bolts on the ground real quick before we forget about them. Got them. Oh yeah, PC parts are expensive over there. I mean, it would cost probably like $400 or $500 to ship to Iraq, if I had to guess. Like, it would be so expensive. Plus, I don't know if there would be import taxes. I know most countries do have import taxes if you ship to them, so. Okay. Yeah, I don't think it would be very cost effective. What up, fish boy? How we doing? One more bolt. All right, let's get Lazy Susan out here. And we'll keep working. $5090 is close to 4K. Yeah, I mean, it's about 3K US, so here in the US. All right, there we go. Motherboard is in. Let's pull these cables through. Just like that. Okay. So, let's plug in this stuff first. Got our HD audio here. It's gonna go into the bottom left of our motherboard, as per usual. Boom. Get our front panel connector. It's gonna go into the bottom right. Right there. Got a question? Shoot, Nathan. What up, Jose? All right. Let's get our USB 3 going here. Figure out where that is on the board. Got one there. I think we can make this one. It might be a little tight of a turn, but I think we got that one. Maybe? There we go. Okay, USB 3. Get our USB-C. It's a little higher. Boom. All right, all that stuff's plugged in. Let's figure out this jumbled mess. I feel like they think they're helping by putting in all these little cable tie things, but it's kind of just a nightmare. Okay. So we've got one guy here. We have two RGB ports up here, so I think we could utilize one of these. So we'll use that one there, and then we'll run the other one down to there. And we've got all of our fans here. I'll run these to the bottom. Got one fan header right there we can utilize. Boom. From Germany, land of beer and Lederhosen. What's up, Bounders? Just got a 9900X and 5080 for 2,500 bucks. 9900X and a 5080, wait, like a whole PC for 2,500 or just those two components? I have a Blaze 3.0 pre-built that's water cooled and it has a 3060. Like it's custom water cooled with a 3060? Like, is it just the CPU custom liquid cooled, or is the whole thing custom liquid cooled? If the whole thing's custom liquid cooled, that's pretty wild. I don't know who would even make that. Just the CPU? Okay. Two things. I mean, it depends on what, I don't know what Intel CPU you have, but you know, you can throw a bigger GPU in there, but most likely you're gonna need a new power supply too. So at a minimum, GPU power supply. And you'll wanna size the power supply based on what GPU you get. So if you get like a 5080, you want like a 1000 watt power supply. If you get like a 5070 Ti, 850 watt power supply. Is it fine if my PC is under Windows 10? If it's on Windows 10, sure, that's fine. What's the specs of my personal PC? My gaming one has a 9600X and a 4070 Ti Super. It's all custom water cooled and all sorts of crazy stuff. My stream PC is still rocking a 12700K with a 3070 and multiple capture cards. Is it weird not being the mod? I don't know what to do with your hands. Love to join your live streams whenever you're streaming. No, I'm not gonna add you on Discord. Goodbye. If a customer wanted a $10,000 PC, could you build it? Absolutely, I've done it before. Can you have this PC? No. The whole PC came with the right, oh, a $2,500 PC with that? That's not bad at all. Do I stream myself gaming? Not anymore. I used to, but we've switched to just the PC content. I was never super successful as a gaming streamer, and I just don't have the time to do both anymore, so we stuck with just this. Best NVIDIA GPU for a 14700K? I mean, you can go with any NVIDIA GPU. Like, the 14700K can hold its own with every GPU realistically, so I would say it just kind of comes down to your budget, Fishboy. What up, Raymond? How we doing? What games do I play? Nothing lately. I honestly have not even like turned on my gaming PC in like a month. I've been so busy. Mostly like Warzone, and then I've got a couple of like old games that I've played. Yeah, nothing lately, to be honest. All right, let's get out some cable ties. We're gonna start organizing this just a little bit back here. I'm doing great. I don't know how everybody else in here is doing. I think we should, think we can get this stuff all the way over there. I think we can. Okay, got that. And it'd be nice if they gave us another tie-off point or two up here. The 9900X is a great CPU. Why can't you have it? Because you didn't give me any money for it. And I'm running a business and I need to make money to keep my business going. Because that's like how the economy works. I don't know how more simply I could put it. I don't know if you can see this, but I have like 5,000 subscribers on YouTube. It's not that much. Not making enough money on YouTube to give stuff away. $100 PC that works? I I mean, it wouldn't probably be able to play any modern games, but I could probably get one that's used for $100. I'd say if you only have $100, just find something used, like an old Optiplex or something. Some more cable ties, some zip ties, bunch of power cables, and our bolts. That's what I'm looking for. Oregon Trail, yes. Gosh, I missed that game. I played that as a kid a ton. Like in elementary school, we had it on like an actual floppy disk. Like, you know, we'd finish our whatever in school work that we needed to do before like a recess or whatever. We get to play some Oregon Trail. How we doing, Bloodbath? Keep up the good work. Thank you, Gust. You ever build a dual GPU build? No, I haven't actually. I had somebody ask about one. He wanted dual 5090s for like an AI machine, and then I quoted him one, and then he was like, yeah, that seems about right for pricing, and then I never heard back. What up, Diddle? I'm doing good, man. How are you? Well, this one is not for sale because it's already sold. But if you wanted one similar to this, I think the price is like probably like $1,600 for this particular one. All right, PCIe, motherboard. Shouldn't need any of these other guys. All right. Working and more working. Yep, I feel you there. I worked a full day today, and then we're working right now. Huh? I do have a build that's much, like, significantly cheaper than this that can at least play games for like $1,300. It's on Jawa GG right now. You can reach out to me about that. Glad to hear you're doing well. PC is still chugging along. Hey, love to hear that, dude. Love to hear that. Yeah, you can pay up front, or you can apply for a firm, and you can buy a PC that way. You don't have to pay for it all up front. You do have to have, I think, pretty decent credit to get approved with the firm. I don't know what the like actual threshold is. It's kind of weird, Max. I mean, you like getting shocked or something? Like, is there like a static shock or a loose cable or something? That's all what I would think of when I hear that. Intel i7 12700, 650 watt power supply. Yeah, I mean, I would say if you want to have like a really solid gaming experience with that, you want to upgrade to like a 14600K or 14700K, and then, you know, get, you know, a 5060 Ti or better GPU, and you'll be in really good shape. Nice part about that, I mean, you will have to pull apart your you know, your CPU cooling, your custom loop a bit to get the CPU out, but it's a drop-in replacement. So if you get a 13th or 14th gen Intel CPU, it's a drop-in replacement for your 12th gen. Oh, come on. How did you get flipped in there? Just trying to get a friggin' zip tie in this stupid thing in the corner. Shouldn't be this hard. Got it, got it. There we go. The most expensive PC I've ever built, including shipping and everything, was like 10,500 bucks. I had to hire a freight truck to show up and pick it up because it was so heavy and big. Like I couldn't ship it via UPS. I had to order a crate that like comes on a, like it's like a pre-attached to, what do they call those things? Like a pallet, and then put it in that like wooden crate, and then had to hire a freight company to come pick it up and ship it like halfway across the country because it was so big. Cost like $500 to ship it halfway across the country. Nvidia A series is better for AI, yeah. Lane Ethernet cable port on the motherboard, it's always blinking. There's nothing wrong with it blinking. What color is it blinking? There should be two lights on it. There should be one that blinks to show that it's physically connected, and there should be another one that is for the speed. The blinking orange one is typically just showing that it's physically connected, and the other one should be for speed. Yeah, you can definitely do that. I mean, you know, keep in mind it will cost you money to to ship it to me and stuff, but I am definitely more than happy to do that. No, it wasn't Stone's PC. Stone's PC I hand delivered to him because he used to live, well, I used to live right down the road, like, you know, 30, 40 minutes from where he lives. Now that I live in Idaho, I'm not that close, but I used to live very close. Yeah, I'm in Idaho now. I'm near Boise. Do we have to watch the whole ad for you to get the money from it? I have no idea how that works, to be honest. I probably get more if you don't skip it, but I honestly have no clue. Been hiding in the background, stuff in my face full of baby back ribs. Pretty high tier budget build. I mean, it's all about perspective, right? Compared to a 5080, it's very cheap. This whole PC costs less than a lot of 5080s on the market. Okay, so we got all that in there. I think it's time, let's get our CPU cooler installed. Let's grab that. Got a nice little 240 millimeter radiator. CPU cooler is going to be plenty to keep that 90 or 7700X cool. Yes, I did. Thank you, Richard. I appreciate you sending that to me. Stupid shop pay. It just like assumes that you want to ship it to wherever you shipped it last, even if that's not set as like your default address. So I shipped some new shoes to my boy Richard, and thankfully he didn't keep them. You're getting a PC tomorrow. Let's go. I have plenty of videos on, you know, PCs and stuff. You can reach out via Discord or something if you want something specific, but there's such a wide range of what a good PC would be depending on your budget. It's not really possible to just make one video on it. Yeah, I don't use the anti-static wristbands. There's nothing wrong with drove me crazy. No, yeah, no, it's supposed to do that, so you're good. It's supposed to blink. We are almost neighbors. I mean, you're in Central. Oh, you're near Twin Falls? Oh, I have another streamer buddy who lives in Twin Falls. At least I think he's in Twin Falls. Okay, let's stick that through there. Like so. Come on, go through there. Would you just go through there and stay on the other side for a second? There we go. Okay, there we go. Got those cables through there. Pull this down. Gotta open up this bag, which I almost forgot to do. Okay, technically I forgot to do. I would want to normally do it before I get to this point, but it's okay. So we are talented. What up, Sanel? It's about as much of your name as I can pronounce, sorry. Took your shot. Idaho. The bolt fell off when I dropped it. Oh, I got it. Ready for this? Ready for this? Watch this, guys. Watch this. Nice. It's athleticism. Peak male athleticism. I'm gonna put this right here. What up, Mike? Appreciate that. Do I live stream every day? No, I live stream just whenever I've got builds. Whenever I've got a build to do. Sometimes it's 3 times a week. Sometimes it's 1 time a week. Just all depends. Did you guys see that athleticism? I mean, come on. Nobody, not a single excited emoji in chat about that. It's absolutely nuts. You guys are ruthless. That was sick. Thank you. Jeez. All right. I think we'll put it right about there. Catching your lives frequently. Hey, I love to hear that. What up, Hatfield? Yeah, business has been going pretty well this year, so we've had a decent number of PC live streams this year. Okay, so we got that. Let's pull these cables through. There we go. Okay, so those ones pulled through all the way. Those ones pulled through all the way. So, what we gotta do first is get our fan cables down to that splitter, which again, and I'm pretty sure I say this every time, I don't love Thermalright's idea for a splitter. It's too chunky, especially in like a budget-friendly case. I don't like it, but you know, when you only pay $48 for an RGB 240mm AIO, it's hard to really complain about that. Especially since it works. Like I've never had any problems with it, so. Oh. I don't think I meant to run the RGB through that. That's a mistake. You might eventually go through there, but I don't want it there right now. Okay. So, got these guys. We need to daisy chain together, like so. We're gonna have to run them out back through here. Is it worth it to switch from SATA to NVMe? Oh yeah. The speeds are just ridiculously better. I mean, is it worth $100? Probably. Is it worth buying and trying to use? Probably not. Okay. Got that in there. RGB header is in. Okay, let's get our thermal paste applied. We'll get our block, CPU cooler block on, and we can route the power for the pump and the RGB for the pump head through. Yeah, someone earlier asked me what my personal build was, and that has a 4070 Ti Super. That's probably what you heard. Okay, get some of that excess off there. Okay, got that off. Okay. Just bought a pre-build with a 14900K and 5070 Ti. Nice. Yeah, I mean, that's a solid components. I had a meltdown earlier, power ran out earlier for a few minutes, came back on, but PC failed to power on, killed all power sources. Pressed power button for a minute before powering everything back on. It came on. Oh, nice. Yeah, the 7600X would be fine with the 9070 XT. Probably a little bit of bottlenecking of the GPU with that, but not much. How can I install Windows if I don't have an extra computer to use the USB flash drive? You can buy USB Windows like with it like installed and has like the activation code on it, like from Microsoft. Otherwise, borrow a friend's computer maybe, or a laptop if you have access to one. You just can't be like a Chromebook or a Mac. Okay, hold on. What the heck? Why isn't that going on there? I found that these are easier to install if I put the bottom one on first, but it's kind of hard to do sometimes. There we go. Got it installed that time. Alrighty, got that going. How do I do cable management easily? Lots of practice. Lots and lots of practice. Okay, got that through to the back. So this guy, oh, that cap came off perfectly because that's what we're using. So RGB for the CPU cooler block. Okay, so that's plugged in. And this is the power for the CPU pump, CPU cooler pump. We gotta run that back down. And we gotta figure out which port it is. I think it was fan 1, fan 2, and then pump. So let's take out, I think we need to take this guy out. Take out a RAM stick so I have a little bit better finger access up there. Firm approved you for $100. Oh, that's probably not gonna get you a PC, is it? Okay, there we go. Got that in. Put our RAM stick back in. Okay, so got all that plugged in. Let's do some further cable management here. And honestly, the easiest thing to do with cable management to help yourself out is to just start on it, like when you start building. So the moment you start building the computer, start thinking about the cable management, start working on the cable management, so that you never get to a point where everything is like super untidy and completely out of control. That makes a big difference. Love for this thing to not just be floating, but it's not the end of the world. It's hilarious seeing my words and emojis in miniature on my screen. Oh yeah, because you guys can see the monitor, huh? I always forget that. You have one but rather a redneck PC? Well, yeah, obviously a redneck PC would be superior. Okay. So, let's clip a few zip ties here. There's that. Realistically, we just need to put our GPU in. 'Cause that's how the front looks. Got all that out of there. Might have to try and fix up these things a little bit. Man, these things are such a pain. And they just break. That one broke somewhere. I heard it crack. I think we'll just put one of these guys back on. All right, let's get our GPU in here. I mean, like, do you want to know like what they are, or my thoughts on them, like my opinions on them. Waiting until the components are in, then trying it is frustrating. I mean, I wouldn't use them in game like FPS type games, like first-person shooters that, you know, are like very fast-paced and stuff, because they can add some lag and they can add some weird like blurriness and stuff. But if you're just playing cinematic games, I think they're great. Like especially if your system, you know, just doesn't perform as well as you would like it to at the FPS of your monitor. You know, I don't think you should feel bad about using it. Like it's there. You might as well utilize it. Oh, I guess it doesn't snap in. It's really weird. These little gigabyte ones actually only have a by 8 slot instead of a by 16 slot. So by themselves, they can't actually hold themselves in. They have to be bolted in for them to like not want to come out of the slot. Kind of weird. Okay, so there's that. And I don't know if we can, I think we have to fit it through here. A little worried that this is a little thick, but I think it's not too bad. All right, there it is. Check that out. PC's built. Oops, that one. That's a PC, ladies and gentlemen. We busted through that one. 1 hour and 4 minutes, the timer says. Pretty solid. Boom. What do we think of that? Oh gosh, the camera freaks out if my face isn't in frame. Sorry. Looks sick, thank you, Ghost. Yeah, and I definitely wouldn't use it like at 1080p. Like if you're playing at 1440p or 4K and then downscaling it to 1080 or 1440, I think that makes sense. But if you're already on 1080, I can't imagine it looks great. All right, let's see all of your favorite emojis in the chat because it's time to turn this baby on. It's time to turn this baby on for the first time. Stop it, camera. Just really like seeing my face, you know? It freaks out if I'm not on the camera, like my dog. My dog freaks out if I'm not around. He's like, where is he? I'm like, bro, I was pooping, leave me alone. He's like, I thought you were gone. Anyways, favorite emojis in the chat, let's see it. Is it still freaking out? Stop. All right, favorite emojis in the chat right now. Right now, I wanna see them. Hatfield, love it. Random and Ghost, love the fire emojis. Okay, let's just send something, MJ. It's fine. Mean Dean, Ahmad, love it, love it. Come on, I know there's more of you guys in here. I wanna see it. Ooh, I love the ice. Come on, put your favorite emojis in the chat quick so we can turn this baby on. I want to see 2 more people throwing emojis in. Come on. You can do it. I believe in you. I believe. All right. So, reminder. Ryzen 7 7700X, 32 gigs of CL36000 RAM. We've got a 1TB SSD, 5060 Ti 16 GB, 750 watt power supply. We've got an ASRock B850 motherboard, 240 millimeter AIO from Thermalright, and the Thermaltake View 270. First ever power on. Where's the power button? Oh, it's up here. Check that out. I'm gonna fix that cable there. How's that? Check that baby out. Sleek, sexy. Bro, this camera's gonna drive me nuts. Just making stuff blurry. It's like every time my face gets in the camera, it cancels the tracking on whatever I put in there. I don't know how to fix that. I'm not very smart when it comes to cameras. I'll just stay out of camera. Admire my work. Thank you, Ahmad. Appreciate you. Forgot one? Oh, I love it. Very nice. Very nice. Lots of RGB. That's right. We've got RGB fans, RGB fans, RGB fan, RGB CPU cooler block, RGB RAM. There's some RGB on the motherboard. What if I just stand back here? Will it be happy then? Pretty clean. Nvidia with their stupid power plug placement. Yeah, I think this one is because it's a super small PCB. And this is like a SFF capable GPU. So they they made it, this one's super small, but it's really just Gigabyte. Gigabyte's the only one that's done this. Everyone else has it like at least over here in the center. I don't know why they put it over there. It's really weird, but I think overall the PC still looks pretty good. Yeah, exactly. 30% more FPS because it's got RGB. Exactly. No, it'll have plenty of intake fans for the amount of power these components generate. You got 2 intakes here, 3 exhausts. You know, if the exhaust kind of overpowers what the intake can put in, like this is all mesh, this is all mesh, so it can pull more air through that as well. Yeah, I don't think it'll have any problems with getting airflow. You could actually mount 2 more or 3 more fans down here, but for this sort of build, it's really not necessary. 9600X or 7700X with the 5070? It's a tough question. Probably the 7700X. Having the extra cores would probably be nice in a lot of use cases, but I mean the 9700X is like not much more expensive than the 7700X. I would just get the newer one, but that's just me. All right, y'all. Yeah, if you had like a 5080 or something really big, you could put in the bottom fans and get yourself some extra airflow, but in this build, definitely not needed. All right, y'all, that is it for tonight. I want to go home and eat dinner. I'm hungry. Okay. So I hope you all have a great rest of your night or morning, whatever time of day it is for you over there. And we will see you next time. I'll put my face in frame so that it stops freaking out. It doesn't recognize my face. Cool. Stop it, camera. I don't know how to fix it. There. What if I hide? Ha! There. Didn't see me. It can't cancel the tracking now. Hey, thanks, Mean Dean. All right, GG's. See ya, Chris. See ya, everybody. Thank you for hanging out. We will see you next time. Okay, bye. Bye, 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 bye.